Rati Rati Govinda Govinda Rati 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 Govinda Govinda Rati.
Om Shri Vilapa Kusumanjali ki jai. Verse 39. Om Riga Shavakshi, fawn-eyed girl, when can I beautify your chin, that is the abode of Mukunda's bliss, with a drop of musk? O Mriga Shavakshi, fawn-eyed girl, when can I beautify your chin, that is the abode of Mukunda's bliss, with a drop of musk?
Sri Rati. Mriga has a kasturi in navel. Kasturi. And it is smell. It can smell very beautiful. This is and she is searching in the forest. But what its smell is coming from the inside of deer. Because this deer has a kasturi in navel. So her name is Mriga. What is Mriga?
Mriga Shavakshi.
Savakshi. Radhika, one name is Mriga Savakshi. Means similar to deer. Your nature is similar to deer. You are searching outside Krishna, but he is inside you. Your love is so intense, you don't see that he is in your heart also, but you is searching outside the forest. Where is this smell coming out of Krishna? But he is always with you. Like you put in your face one musk, black spot. Only to remember Krishna, you put one black spot of musk, that you can see black spot in your golden face. One pointed, your meditation is always one pointed. Go on.
During a transcendental vision, Sri Raghunath, in Swarupa Vesh, hangs disc-shaped hairpins above Srimati's ears. And now he proceeds by placing a musk drop on her chin.
In Sarupa Vesh, Sarupa Prabhupada also mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, Sarupa ways. By devotional practice, we develop our form. And relation. That's a Sarupa. And the spiritual life means that Sarupa has to be perfect siddhi. To live in that identification is the goal of devotion and devotee. That is meaning of Sarupa Avesh. So Sarupa Avesh, there are two bodies. One is Sadhak Deha, one is my Sarupa Avesh Siddha Deha. Sadhak Seva Sadhak Rupena. If you don't use this body, material body, in service mode, you're not possible to reach your Siddhadeha. Siddhadeha Chhatrahi. Seva Sadhak Rupena. And when we reach to Siddhadeha, all become umbrella. Chhatra means umbrella. You cover yourself to your Siddha Deha, cover your Sadhak Deha also. Is all protected. In Manovritti and Chittavritti. Manovritti means mind is fixed there, where I am staying, and Chittavritti means the circle become like that. Manovritti becomes Chittavritti. My Manovritti is in Sadhak Deha. My Manovritti is to enjoy my senses. My Chittavritti means mind will circle, make one circle, he will live that way. Manovritti, mind is moving. How the mind is moving, which consciousness my idea creates in that circle. So, Seva Sadhak Rupena, Siddha Rupena Chhatrahi. Now, Raghunath Das Goswami come in Manjari Bhav in his Sarupa Avesh, and he is decorating the hair and put the pin in Radhika, and then he put the musk here, that you are one pointed to this black point, black boy. Yeah.
Why the chin?
Chin means easy to see others. It looks, the decorator see where it will look nice to you in your face. So the Manjari is watching where it will good effect to see others, to others. They recognize how she is one pointed for black point, and black is Krishna. To attract Krishna.
Gurudev, in the verse it says that her chin is the abode of Mukunda's bliss.
You see? Mukunda bliss. Abode. Krishna abode. Means Krishna is a goal of his life, is the chin of Radhika. Is a bliss for him, blessing for him, if he come near to her chin, to his one point, where she put this place, she come, and he can come through the lips to touch the chin. Here. About this is the bliss for her. Krishna, that she allowed to come near this, to touch this. That is the abode of bliss of Mukunda. Our abode is Mukunda, Krishna. That is the bliss in our life. But for Mukunda, abode is Swami, this point where she puts the musk, and she also putting the manjaris, musk in chin, that this is your abode, black guy, this is your abode. This, if you reach, you are successful today. Yes.
When the vision of placing the hairpins disappears, Raghunath Das laments. The pain of separation that a Jata Prema devotee, a devotee whose love has awakened for Ishtadev.
That's a Jatak Prema, who has ever, his love is awake for Radha Mohan, awake for his Ishtadev. They are Jatak. They got it. They have some mercy that they attach with this circumstance. They got the mercy. They start loving. They don't know why they're loving, but they start loving and sharing their feeling. They cannot live without that. They want to see. Although they see 1 hour before, again wish is to see. Something new I can know what they are telling. And they start sharing to that Jatak devotees, sharing their love. I want this way.
The pain of separation that a Jata Prema devotee feels is very intense, no doubt.
That intense feeling. Jatak devotee only the feels separation if they don't conceive, no doubt. They can feel it. And who has not prema awake, they have no difference. They go and not go.
And Srila Raghunath Das Goswami is the kingdom of Mahabhav, even far beyond that.
See, the Dasi of Radhika, is Raghunath Das Goswami in a form of Manjari. And what is mentioned about her? Kingdom of Mahabhav. Who is Mahabhav? Radhika is only Mahabhav. Scripture says Mahabhav means Radha, but one maid servant, because very close living with Radhika and in service of Radhika, she feels separation when she cannot do service in Siddha Deha, a spiritual body, and he come in Sadhak Deha, physical body. He feels pain and cry for that. And then is mentioned, he is the Mahabhav. Read this line.
The pain of separation that a Jata Prema devotee, a devotee whose love for Ishtadev has awakened, the pain of separation he feels is very intense, no doubt. But Srila Raghunatha Goswami is in the kingdom of Mahabhav.
Srila, this to understand. Jatak devotee can reach up to this like a Raghunath Das Goswami, Mahabhav stage. Mahabhav stage means to be very close with Radhika, like a shadow of Radhika. Shadow also has a Mahabhav feeling. Her feelings is full of Mahabhav. Mahabhav. Bhav is one small feeling and highest feeling. Intense feeling. Only by association can happen. And by association of Raghunath Das Goswami, he is practicing, and the moment he cannot do, he suffers for that because of the love. In love he suffers. Tears come in love. The real tears mean to come when we feel separation. So Mahabhav mercy make him, and he becomes shadow, and he becomes living in Mahabhav feelings. Similar like Radhika she has, because she is shadow now. Kingdom of Mahabhav. Yeah.
It's very intense, Gurudev.
Very intense. And this only comes when we have a desire to be Jatak. Jatak means to be close with my Ishtadev. I cannot live without you. I cannot do anything without you. I do everything for you and live for you. And this intense meeting and feeling makes separation when you not do that. That way you take the shelter of Radhika, and you also come to the kingdom of Mahabhav because you want to be shadow of that. Yeah.
When the devotee reaches the stage of Rati, he gets visions of the Lord's forms and qualities, and he experiences great transcendental ecstasy. But when the stage of prema is attained, there is not so much bliss felt from perceiving the Lord's form in a spurti anymore.
One is a prema and one is a rati. Then you will ask, Rati is the wife of Kamdev. Rati, why you mention here? When Kama is coming, Kama means Vasana, the first Rati comes, lusty desire. If lust is not there, then Kama will not come in. Kamdev not disturbed. When the lusty desire make mad to you, then kama. You cannot live without fulfilling your kama. So this material kama and rati we are practicing and living. Right? We are always in rati, in material consciousness, and we are doing the kama. And we have experience. But how to come out from this rati and kama? When we will not change the place, it will never go. So this rati has to be here. Lust. Go Bardhan. Go means senses. Bardhan means increasing. You have to increase your sense desire. This is the meaning of go. What sense desire? Your divine sense, what is in the spiritual body. That desire. So Rati in your Manjari Sarup is coming for Radhika. Then many things start coming. You can feel, you can talk, you can share, you can exchange your feeling, you can talk and you can understand what they're telling to us. Everything. They become a statue for the person who is a statue. And who is in prema, they start inspiring, and who is in rati, they start exchanging the feeling. You see, again.
When the devotee reaches the stage of rati,
No, before prema.
First is rati.
More 2 lines.
The pain of separation that the jata prema devotee feels is very intense, no doubt. But Srila Raghunath Goswami is in the kingdom of Mahabhav, even beyond that. When the devotee reaches the stage of rati,
Lust is spiritual lust. Rati. Sri Guru Charane Rati. That Rati.
he gets visions of Lord's form.
Vision. Divine vision then. Now it's not Murti. The vision will say their behaviors. They decorate, their dressing, their talking, their standing, in which mood they are, which is smiling, what they are doing, you can see that. They will sharing what is the problem to them.
When the devotee reaches the stage of rati, he gets visions of Lord's forms and qualities.
Form, not murti form. Form and qualities with the qualities. Angerness, smiling, talking, joking, playing.
And he experiences great transcendental ecstasy. But when the stage of prema is attained, there is not so much bliss felt from perceiving the Lord's form in a spurti anymore.
Yeah, that time spurti not start to you. Rati will come, more will see.
It says that the mind becomes, at the stage of prema, greedy after something even more special. And that is the attainment of the Lord's direct darshana.
Yeah. One time I say you the past time, 30 years back, I was standing in Arti. We will not prema, no Rati. But I see one Leela of Radhamani. One Pujari Brajvasi was there. He is doing Arti. And Krishna stick was that way. So he put like this, it fall down. Arti time. Then Pujari keep the Arti and he put this. And again doing Arti. Again he do this. Good. In 2 minutes. Again. It was nice place, everything. And then Krishna again do this. He was in Sakha Bhav with me. Then he took the stick. All are standing here to this. And he keep this stick very strongly. Keep it. This is the Rati stage. When he start playing with his he was in Sakha Bhav, it was happened, but it's I see from my eyes. From my eyes. It's real. One more story I know with Radha Mohan. Grandmother dream in night time. Radha Mohan cannot sleep. The bed is dirty. He said, my bed is something hurting me. And it comes to dream of grandmother. Morning she wake up and call to the Pujari, Goswamiji. He was in charge, Vishwambar Goswami's father. And he said, what is happening? My Radha Mohan is not sleeping. There is something on bed. Send to someone to check and clean everything nicely. And they start searching this. And that was the key of Pujari on bed. And he no lock the doors. And he's always open because he lose the key. And he left the key on the bed. And he is living in Munger. So Rati makes this. Honestly, I say one, I have no prema. I was come like a Prashant Bhaiya and newcomer, like he come from America, you come from Europe. You have no prema even, right? Of Radha Mohan. I have no prema. I have a prema, how to make the nice grill like Prasanji, nice toilet and nice rooms and this, that. This was my Rati and the prema for this. Not here. I was also in Arti time standing and singing, but singing outside. Inside is going on how to make toilet. In the front of Radha Mohan, how to do the toilet doors and how to make the partition and this, that. Tiles and making nice. Like similar, like Prashant do, I feel myself planning. Then Radha Mohan said, in my front also you are thinking for toilet. He said to me, in front also you not forget toilet. Still you are in toilet consciousness. You think for me, my dear, all toilet will fix better than what you are fixing. Think for me, all toilet will fix better than me. And my toilet, I fix what? In room number 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, even this area, backside. So you see now, go to see that toilet, and now they are making toilet, you see. You say, you forget this toilet business. Think on me. That's it. And from that day, I never think for toilet. You see? And somebody is thinking for toilet. I say, I was also doing the same thing. It is do good. Any way you do right or wrong service, but it's your service for other one. One day mercy will come and life will change. But we have to be in service. If we need to develop relation, love and feelings, Rati. Yeah. This makes connection. Yeah.
Rupa Goswami says uninterrupted and unmotivated service.
Right. Service means service. And not interrupt means no disturbance. It should be with flow, with heart. And there are two types of service. When I am in sadhak there, very good. Do with physical body. Use this. Like Shama Priya is using. Always busy to do something. And this practice will bring you to the Siddha 100%. This is the way to go to Siddha Deha. You don't know how to do the things, what you will do there? You will say, I have to learn, then I will do for you. Or you have to be ready to know how to do the things. Yeah.
The mind becomes, at the stage of prema, the mind becomes greedy.
Yeah, mind becomes greedy. Once the prema will enter, your mind will greedy for this senses, because the prema is in senses. And when this will go in this way, and prema will arise, mind will become greedy. you will start judging what you are doing before and nonsense and this. Greedy, this foolish rascal. Then you are greedy for this, but you are in service with this. Material thing, if you have a husband or wife, you serve. You don't say, I am become a renounced person. My husband required, I will service do. But I am not greedy for that. I am a husband, my wife, I have to care. If she need, I will serve. But I am not greedy like before. Because my greed is different place. Because the mercy of mind also become greedy for this. This separate. This is a lusty desire. The same lust will become a spiritual lust. Same mind what is bringing for this, same mind will be when it will be highest love, prema, it will become out from this suffering things. But you not stop service. You serve unconditionally, no return. But you do for the pleasure of your partner, family, to keep peaceful that I can go on with my life. Not that I become a real sannyasi and renounce and know and make more crazy and after some time again divorce and again marriage and again running. Crazy. Balance. Material balance. Use in service. But no, use in enjoyment. You will never come out from that. Enjoy here with love. And serve there with material identity.
Yeah.
Understand or not? Without understanding it will not happen. You have to do practical to feel it. When you will practical, you will make it like this. You are over. Mind will move in different directions. Use service. We think that only I clean the bathroom and clean the dish and service and is a work. No, yeah. Is a service here to the sleeping bed. Is everywhere service. Bring yourself in service with all your senses, body and mind. This is service. Sadhak Deha is for service and Siddha Deha for Kshatriya. Then you don't need to bother. Only one pointed service.
The mind then becomes greedy after something even more special. That is the attainment of the Lord's direct darshana.
Wow, yes, yeah. Direct. This mind will help. How you say mind is enemy? This mind, what is bringing to the sense enjoyment, that mind will help you for this way also. Same mind. Because we don't want to do with physical body service, We don't want to make relation with you and love with you. Ajat. Not is happening in my life. So Prem, Rati is very far away than this life, not next life Rati will come. Ajatak, we have to be greedy for this. Why we come to Vrindavan? Only this is the possible in here easily. What is very impossible to do outside, Baba. Sahaj. Oh.
Shri Raghunath Das is on the level of Mahabhav.
Again, Mahabhav. I listen, Mahabhav is mentioned only for Radhika. But here mentioned for her Dasi also. What is happening? Because you touch to the iron, to the paras money, it becomes gold. Iron becomes gold because this touch, thinking of Radhika, serving to Radhika, he also living in Mahabhav because he becomes shadow of Radhika. See Radha? Shadow. If mic is not working. Not give this type of mic.
To him.
Shadow. Sorry. Shadow of Radha.
Shri Raghunath Das is on the level of Mahabhav. So his heart is always filled with great eagerness to see his Ishtadev directly.
Sri Radha. Mahabhav means always he is in the highest feeling. He never want to be without feeling. Material life is without feeling. And little feeling and highest feeling. Table has no feeling. We want to become table. And live in feelings and try to go in highest feeling. Then you will say, I feel with my senses. This senses is feeling because of the soul. Remove the soul and you feel, show me anyone feeling. Soul is feeling. Through senses, okay. The soul is the main thing. Feel from that divine feeling. Why you are suffering for this? See the highest feeling. Feel more high and live in highest feeling. Everything will be clear to you.
Gurudev, also here it says Raghunath Das is on the level of Mahabhav.
Yes.
It's not
On the level of Mahabhav. Means on the same level. Not this she is high Raghunath Das, but same level living. Because shadow, the form and the shadow is the same level. Where the form will go, shadow will go. Same level. Maintaining level. For the minute she never leave shadow to you. If you're sitting here is your shadow. Never leave to you. So that is a shadow knows your feeling. And same feeling has a shadow like you. This is Raghunatha. Sri Ram. What is the doubt?
No doubt, it's just nice. It's not even Rati Manjari, but also Raghunadas is on the level.
Because Chhatri, umbrella, sadhak, they have also become in Mahabharata. When you are in the Siddha Deha is an umbrella. Umbrella means what? In and out is the one. When Siddha Deha is awakened, your Sadhak Deha is no more. It's all become in the same flow. Touch of Paras become all gold. Iron become gold now. Inside is the Paras money. Is a Kalpatar, what you say?
Chintamani.
Chintamani is a give. What?
Touchstone.
Touchstone. What giving tree? What you say? Yes, what you say? Kamadhenu, what you say? This is inside now. Your jiva, your siddha there, living in that, is all physical body is pure. It's nothing meaning. Why? The meaning comes when you do something for your enjoyment. When you do anything for your service mood, it is a divine. Atma Sukh Priti Vancha. Atma Sukh Priti Vancha. Dhare Kam Nam. Is a Kama, is this? Krishna Sukh. To make the Krishna happy, and Krishna is living in the heart of everyone. Krishna Sukh, your pleasure, Priti Vancha, Krishna Sukh Priti Vancha, Dhare Prem Nam. For your pleasure, if I satisfied you or make happy to you, this is the Krishna Prem. This is the service. Is a very divine meaning of this deep subject. Atma Sukh, for my enjoyment I do anything is a Kama. For yours happiness, if I do is my love. If I do for you, for your pleasure is a love. That's a love.
Sri Raghunadas is on the level of Mahabhav. So his heart is always filled with great eagerness to see his Ishtadeva directly. Between Spurti, visions, and Shakshat Darshan, direct seeing, there is a medium stage which is called Sakshatkarakalpa or Vispurti, which is a more vivid kind of Spurti. All the transcendental visions of Sri Raghunadasa are in that category, both in his external consciousness and during transcendental vision, he is focused on Sri Radhika's lotus feet.
You see? Because he is not the Siddha there, external body consciousness also he is fixed there. And in Siddha Deha when he go also fixed there. Chhatri, he means umbrella. He find this umbrella to live in one point. And when we are in sadhak deha, we have no idea of siddha deha. We are many things, many difficulties comes. We are not fixed with all. So Prabhupada mentioned in introduction only about Sarup and Sarup Siddhi. And only the Sarup is a spiritual identity. You can give the name of God any name. No fight but the Krishna name only. We are in fighting with Krishna name only. Why? Because we not know Sarup to practice, to find out the spiritual identity and living in identification. That we never tried for. Nobody will say you, because this is the key. If you know this key, you will leave me. The day you will know this key, you will not come to me. Why? Because you have realization. Why you bother for me? You are where you are happy there. So nobody give you key because this is the key. And honestly I say you, when you have a key, why you bother for anyone? You will, when you like, you open the door and go in. But if I have a key in my pocket, you will come to take that key. And this is the key, your spiritual identity to fix. Material nature to understand. Material nature is not outside me. In this body, all out of the soul, is spiritual identity is material nature. In this body, not see outside. Everything is material than soul, you know. It's all a material nature. And if you don't see this here, how you will see outside? You have to start to see material nature from your plastic body and your senses. What is your material nature? And time, first I have to fix for myself, then I can fix for other things, and time is fixed. Your flight time is fixed. You have to go same day, you have to do what you want to do in between. So everybody has a flight time fixed to go back out of this body. Right or not? Time is fixed. How much you can do in this time to realize yourself is the time. Time, material nature, spiritual identification, and then Lord. 5 things. Sri Radha. So Rati makes you to use your time in best way. Love makes you to use the time in best way. Not in material nature. We are using my mind and energy and time for material nature. Please, my dear, use your time for spiritual nature. And spiritual nature is two, you and the Lord. Same method. 3 material nature, time, and 1
Prakriti.
Huh?
Karma.
Karma. Is all three is the material nature. Material nature, all three is karma. Karma, time and material nature. Three things we want to do, but we don't want to practice to be connected with the spiritual. What is in mind and to you. We have no connection. We have no time for that. Who will decide my things? I have to decide my things and you have to decide your things. What you decide to do yourself. Right?
So both in his external consciousness and during transcendental visions, he is focused on Sri Radhika's lotus feet.
Focus is not changing. Umbrella is very protected. Chhatra. You see, my service is also Chhatra. And my service is Charan. You watch, in Sadhak Deha I do this service. I never bother for flooring any money because if the feet will go, I never bother because it's my seva. And I never bother to create something to protect, to umbrella, that how to umbrella it. You see, I never bother. I know, see, this is my seva. In Sadhak Deha, I don't go details in the inside. Details I don't know. I know only floor, umbrella, how to protect the roof. Make the room like this. Nothing I don't know. I have so much experience. Sadhak Deha and Siddha Deha. How do in Siddha Deha? Any devotee is in problem, I become like an umbrella for him, to care him, to do anything what is important, service. You watch. No mistakes. I care like this umbrella and for all protection. I don't bother bad and good. Always I want to serve. This is my seva, what to do. This was not my nature, but I do because Gurudev gave me. In Sadhak Deha and Siddha Deha. Always. Why I wear this cloth? Because this is my cloth of my sarupa, spiritual body. Not because I am sannyasi or anything. Yeah? What is sannyasi? It's ego. I am wearing because Gurudev gave me pink color. That's to the pink I love. To remember my spiritual form. Meditation, to keep my meditation on. Sri Rati. Yeah, sorry. Crazy, sorry, don't take it. That's crazy. Go on.
Wherever there is full surrender, there can be no question of a division of interests.
Now you understand? Go on. Again repeat.
Wherever there is full surrender.
That's the point. What is the meaning of surrender? Very not easy. Why not easy? Independent nature. Why to be surrender? But surrender for this point. It will never come without surrendering. What to do? You have to accept this. You have to surrender here. If you have a desire for this, you have to surrender here. Surrender means you don't need to fight that you can win with other circumstances. This is the way only. You cannot fight here. Surrender. No fight. Surrender means no fighting. Two armies fighting, one surrender. Means, okay, you winner. I am loser. You have to lose here. You cannot win here. Surrender means we try to win yourself. Here you have to surrender. I cannot fight with you, Gurudev. I surrender you. Why surrender you? Because I have no capacity to fight and create conflict that my nonsense ego can win you. No. I surrender you. That's the point. Not easy to do without this understanding. Why? I fight many places, but not in this issue I will fight. I surrender. Understand?
Yes.
Whole life is a fighting, but now I cannot do. I understand. I surrender you. You win, I lose. Then you will be successful immediately.
So wherever there is full surrender, wherever there is full surrender, there can be no question of a division of interests.
Division, not why I have a division for interest. I surrender you, my dear. Why am I have interest in anything? All is done. Everything you are right, I am wrong. No division, no my things. Sri Radha, what a beautiful understanding. Anand Das, Babaji, my request only this, you read only this book. Listen this book. Other book is very great. I am very respectful to everything. But what he is writing, every word is in the self-realized stage. If somebody is realized and writing, is like a Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada. These books, they are realized stage writing. Srimad Bhagavad, these words come out, or writing come out like a realized word. You don't need to add anything. Only to understand. I am trying to only to myself to understand, not for you. I understand and I want to teach myself that no deviate man Oh, yeah, now you are old man. I am not teaching anyone, bhai. I am teaching to myself.
You will like this line.
The perfection of prema cannot be attained by thinking, I will give something to my body and my family, and the rest I will give to my Ishtadev.
Yeah, oh. Not possible.
Everything must be surrendered to the lotus feet of the beloved deity.
Sri Radha.
A devotee must take shelter unequivocally.
Huh?
Without completely.
Nishkapatena bhajinutoma. Narottam Das. I did not worship you without hidden motives. If there are any other motives within the heart, it is called deceitfulness. Without being free from ulterior motives, the prema sadhana cannot be done.
Sri Radha. Prem cannot be possible. What I can do. The really you are doing. Unexpected thing you are doing what is out of imagine to me. I never dreamed to happen like this and is happening. Is not your mercy? I never think in this life to do this way. Is happening. This is only when we do this way, is we will every moment will be surprised. You cannot believe what is happening and how surprise happening and who is doing. Then you will feel this is the mercy of you is happening inside me. Never I dream in my life to do that. That's the prema. When they accept, they give everything in love. Unexpected, you cannot calculate it. You have no capacity to make a counting and a calculation it happening. But happening. I realize it. That's the real moment of our real happiness and lucky times. Sri Rati.
The desire for the extinction is the great enemy of the aspirant. Even a person who has renounced everything may desire to touch the hog's tool of the desire for distinction. I am a
Hog stool. Pig stool.
My God.
I am a great scholar. I am very qualified. I am very wise. I am absorbed in bhajan. I am very famous. I will lord it over everyone and become very happy. These desires are called pratistasha, or desire for distinction. And there is no greater obstacle to the development of devotion than that. This
is example that he has so big company, 5,000 people are working, and you see him. He has a big office. Maybe he paid bigger rent in Delhi, but you see, half time. And there's Maharaj disciple, and always trying to be with Vrindavan. Honestly, always trying to serve everyone. And what he's doing, only for service. He and Brajesh, great soul, I cannot imagine. I know him from 2001 or 2001.
If there was no desire, if there is no desire for distinction, why am I having the company, Maharaj? It's the distinction.
You are giving the job to many people. You want to do this because I suggest you do something in India. For that you do. You lose all your money for that. 5 years, you cannot do anything because of the crazy Indians. But after that, you find out to do and you do it. This is your determination.
It's actually, whatever happened because of Maharaj desire and Maharaj mercy. He blessed the thing and he sees that I want to experience distinction, so he gives me that. But it's his blessing. It cannot work without
I can say you. Everyone is for individual service of the Lord. No? Your genius and your experience, your creativities, only you can create something for others' service. You always try to serve positive. You're not used for anything for yourself. You have not car. You are director of this company. I say, why don't you keep car? He said, I can use Ola. And his managers are keeping car. You can imagine, I say, you keep car and give to me. When you are there, you use and give to me. You go someplace. I said, no, I don't go. But I will keep Ram Vijay here. I will not use car now. So I am not going. But I say it's so simple, you can understand. And so much love for devotee. You go and see the Bulgaria, how much he has a love for his Gurudev. How much he is loving to all devotees. Like a family. Example. Bulgaria, Hungary, all there. Great. Sri Rati. Jai Jai Sri Rati. You see the prema? Hey, it's Radha Shakti.
Radha Shakti.
Where are you going, my dear? Arti, you see, this is the prema. She is waiting. Why not stopping?
one more line.
Yeah.
Unequivocal surrender cannot take place when we keep on pulling between different interests.
That's the big problem. Go on.
I am Sri Radha's maid servant. I don't have a relationship with anyone else. This kind of loyalty will awaken in the heart of a pure, independent devotee. Shri Raghunatha falls on the bank of Radhakund and weeps. What to do? How to become Shri Radharani's beloved? That must be learned from the Acharyas.
Rati Rati Go